Okay, so you can probably see what I'm doing with this. I'm going to cut this piece lengthwise. I'm about 10 minutes in, and this saw's making pretty quick work of it. I'm about back to there. So I'm just going to, actually about there, as you can probably see, just going to finish off the lengthwise cut, and then I'm going to cut those two pieces off. We're going to have two halves of a 10-inch round, and then we'll see what we're going to do with it. All right, let's finish it off. Okay, there we go. One side down and one to go. So the next step in this little project of ours is to drill some holes in this slab here. And any of you that have followed my channel know where I'm going with this. I've got no cordless drill, no 110 to plug into, so what we're going to use is a 1/4-inch automotive ratchet with a 1-inch auger type spade bit. These bits fairly inexpensive at your Lowe's or Home Depot, and of course regular automotive ratchet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 4 holes in here, and then after that you'll have to figure out where I'm going next. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put them on a bit of an angle, kind of about like that, and make sure you got that turn in the right direction. Make sure I'm still in the frame there. Get that screw point just started, and once it's turning in, then that bit's going to do all the work for us. Okay, so clean that out, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but we got a 1-inch hole in that log slightly off center. So I'm going to carry on with the next 3. 1 there, 2 more over there, and we're going to add some legs to this stool. Okay, so while you guys are fooling around with that automotive ratchet, I thought I'd dig out another tool. This guy's called the bit brace. This one here happens to be about 60 years old, but this technology has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. So what I did is I took the same spade bit, and I got a special adapter that goes into the bit brace. On my channel, if you look Antique Bit Brace up, you'll figure out how to put that together. Let's go ahead and drill a couple more holes here and power through the rest of this. So just get ourselves lined up. Get my coat out of the way here. And turn the handle. And as you can see, a little bit faster than the automotive ratchet. Once again, it's just finding the right angle and position to make this work. Okay, we're down to the paint. Just going to reverse that ratchet, back that bit out of there. Okay, so I don't know what that was. Not even a minute, but we buried that bit up to the paint there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the last one off camera, and this time we'll come back and add some legs to our stool. To add some legs to this stool, so I got some leg material here, if you want to call it, probably about an inch and a half piece of dead wood, and a couple different ways that we can do that. You know, we can take this and whittle that down, you know, put a cut around it, cut into it, whittle it down until we got our 1 inch. But it just so happens that I brought along my tenon cutter, and that's this guy over here. So what I'm going to do is change the adapter out for my hand drill, and we're going to use that tenon cutter to cut some 1 inch tenons, we call them. And don't ask me why it's called a tenon. I'm sure there's a reason, but it's a type of carpentry joint, mortise and tenon. So this is a tenon, and this is the mortise. This side's going into that side. So to do that, as I said, we're going to use a little bit of mix of technology. Got some old technology, and we got some new. So we changed out our adapter. This 1 inch tenon cutter will accept up to 2 inch material. And I'm going to say that's less than 2 inches. So basically all we do, again, you know, everything is less than ideal conditions. If I was at home, in a shop, in a garage, it'd be a lot easier. But let's see if we can get that in the frame. Might have to tip the camera around down a little bit. But basically I'm going to take that and cut into the end of that branch. Let's see if I can just lower that just a little bit. There we go. Chopping my head off, but I think this is the important part down here. So if you can see that, let's give it a whirl here. So I'm going to try and square this up as much as I can. You know, perpendicular and in line with that branch. If it's not perfect, well, that's okay too. But basically this thing's just like a big pencil sharpener. You can see the shavings that are cutting off there. And we'll just keep turning until we've cut that far enough to fit into our stool joint there. Got some nice shavings coming off. There we go. Got a start on it anyway. I got about an inch there. I'm going to cut this in, you know, until we got a good couple inches, and then we'll trim off the length, make 3 more of them, and we'll have some legs for our stool. All right, keep cutting. Who knew bushcraft was such hard work? Okay, so there we go. Got our stool finished. Can't remember exactly where I left off with you, but I cut the tenons on the other 3 legs and cut those to length and mounted those into the bottom of our half sawn log there. So tonight, looking forward to using that. A little bit of a stool. Won't have to kind of crouch on a tarp or on a blanket. Have somewhere nice to sit. I know all of you furniture designers and craftsmen out there are going to tell me that I should have done this with 3 legs instead of 4. And I'll concede that you're probably right on that one. Anyway, it was kind of a fun little project. Going to cut a little bit more firewood and then get in and make some dinner. All right, thanks for watching.